Hey guys, Techman here, also known as Matthew Rivera, and today I'm going to be installing or putting into my computer this fan here. This is the Cooler Master Sickleflow 120 ARGB fan. 120 is how big the casing in the fan is. Now, as you saw in my previous video of me doing something with my computer, which is installing the 360 millimeter fan on the front of this case, you can click the link right here, and it's been absolutely amazing. The temps have been down. Right now, I would like to unbox this thing and start installing this, because at the end of this video, stick around, I have a surprise. Let's get to the unboxing. As you can tell, it's Aurora Sync right here, and it's the same thing pretty much as when we unboxed the 360 millimeter. We're gonna cut these with our trusty dusty unboxing knife. And we're gonna cut this. And we got this. This is very neat, I can tell you that. Like, it's just very well put together. I don't know what this fan is gonna have the effect of, but I guess it's gonna have a cool design when turning with the RGB and whatnot, I guess. I don't know. This is power right here, which basically where this power cable is gonna be where it's going on the motherboard, replacing the back. Then we have the 3-pin, and this another 3-pin. So I'm not going to be using anything in this bag unless I need the screws, if it's not going to fit this case here. So this is what comes in that small box. I guess that's a paper thing, the holder for the plugs for ARGB, a male-to-male type of conversion, screws, and then the fan itself. So we got this unboxed. Let's go to the computer and disconnect everything, and we'll install this, and I'll show you how to. Okay, so we got the computer here. We're going to unscrew these four, and then of course, because of the ARGB, we have to go to the back, unscrew those four, take that out, and then we can pop this out. We have to go back here, and there are 4 screws to unscrew these. But first, we need to unplug the power first on the motherboard. The plug is right here. And it goes to CHA_fan 3. So what we're gonna do is that we're going to fish this out, and of course I can't fish it out without undoing the tie wraps. So I have to clip the tie wraps and then replace them with white ones instead of black ones. But honestly, who else is seeing it? This is a long cable, and this is relatively small. So depending how and where I mount this, I'll probably have to do some kind of finagling here. And here is the fan, completely removed. Now, after doing some thinking with this thing, we won't be able to do it neatly, unfortunately, because of how short this power cable is. So we're going to install this, and I'm going to tell you my routing thing for this. It might not be the greatest, but it'll have to do for now. So I have this cable. This cable has been in this computer for quite a bit, and this is a 5-pin extension. And I got to thinking, what if this can work with the 3-pin? If my idea works, 12 volts for a 5-pin, because 5 pins is a 12 volt thing for 5, it's not going to pass 5 or 12 volts at all. It's going to pass 5. And I actually routed the power cable down here, and I looked, and there's just little tiny things that aren't going to be really interrupted. And this thing is braided, it's isolated, it's grounded as well, so there's nothing really touching this. But my plan is not use this, it's to use this. This is the actual male part. So my idea is maybe this end here goes into the hub and the ARGB will work, because this is now acting like an ARGB. I don't know what this 3rd pin is, because there's 1, 2, 3, and that 3rd pin is not empty, then there's a 4th. I'm sorry, this is actually a 4-pin. I keep saying 5-pin, it's a 4-pin, correction. I think this is going to work. My idea is that we're going to wrap this around like this. This is really weird routing, but it works. We're gonna stuff it back here. This is not how I wanted it to go, but it is what it is. I think it might work with my genius that I can't really explain. I'm not a genius. Okay, so here is the hub I was talking about. It popped off of its stickiness. This thing is not that sticky anymore. So we're gonna grab this here, and I am running out of zip ties, so I won't be able to really do this neatly. So we're gonna match up for arrow to arrow, like so. And later I will route this neatly, and I'll probably place something here and wrap it with electrical tape just to make sure it doesn't wiggle out with anything. Even though it's not going to really go anywhere, I just want to have that security in my head. Here's a little trick that you all should do. I learned this in school. It's a little difficult, but you can wrap it like this, and then you can go over like that. And then you twist it to make a loop here, and you collect it. And when you throw a cable, no tangles. And we're going to connect it here. Actually, that was pretty easy. So that is a little loose, so I might connect that as well. Like, just secure it. And we're going to have this slack here. And we can stuff it in like this. It's not going to harm anything stuffing it in here. There's no crate or anything here for air. It's on the bottom for the power supply. I'm going to stuff this in here. Lining up arrow to arrow. This is how it's going to be, but I'm going to do some tightening up here. And then I'm going to place everything back together, put it over here, and see if it works. I pray that it works. I think it is, but I really do pray that it's going to work. I didn't turn my mic back on. No. Okay, so before I place everything back, as you saw, I tidied up the front or the back, and it really did well. I had in my tool chest a little plastic circular piece that I built, that I got from when I was building a piece of furniture that I was using, and it fit sort of perfectly right there, and I had to cut a nipple off of the little thing because it was meant to get pushed into something. And I laid it flat and wrapped it with tape, and I tried to move it and budge it apart. The tape and that plastic thing held it together. The plastic thing doesn't make a shimmy, and then the tape will of course hold it for it not to go like that. So, and I didn't want to use a lot of electrical tape either, because that stuff can get messy. And before I place everything back together, I want to see if this actually works. I know it will power on because the power is right here. I know it will power on, but my problem is I do not know if it will show RGB. And there is light. I'm just going to power it off and I'll place everything back together, and then we'll see if it actually works using the Armory. I think it's called Armory Crate or Aurora Sync. So we're going to plug this in. Let's see if it works. Okay. It works. So we're going to unplug this and let's wrap everything up and see if it actually works with the program. Alrighty, so everything is set up and ready to go. I did decide to take off the glass because you can actually see the fan better. So moment of truth to see if it actually works. The front panel here is set for Starry, I think it is, in the Aurora Sync, which is it flickers between blue colors and it does this little nice flickering thing, and it's set for blue and purple. And because of Aurora Sync, it combines everything on the motherboard and it syncs everything together. That should be Aurora Sync, Starry, blue, and purple. Let's see if my idea worked. Here we go. Okay, it works, as we know, it lights up. But the truth is, will it light up to match this? Let's see. Alrighty. Logged in. Let's see if it catches up and does its thing. My idea actually worked. It actually does Starry, blue, and purple. Starry, blue, and purple. Ain't that cool? Wow, that's really cool. Now I got that fan because this fan wasn't moving a lot of air on idle. Why I say that is because now, since it's actually an open case and everything, I place my hand back here and I can feel so much air movement. It's not even funny. With this on idle, it was doing nothing. Have you subscribed yet? If not, what are you doing? You should. When you subscribe, there is something called a notification bell, and when you press that, you will get notified whenever I upload a video like this or any type of video. I also have a vlogging and gaming channel. The links are the links will be in the description box below, and you can check it out at the last 20 seconds of this video. I really like getting my hands into this computer. It's really cool because you get to experience a lot of just troubleshooting, and that was a first for me. That didn't go to plan because I thought everything was long enough for it to go through. Not. As I said in the beginning of this video, I had a surprise, and it's true, I do have a surprise. And it's a fan. It's a fan for this computer here. And it's not going to be too, big or anything, but it's the Cooler Master Fan SF240R ARGB. This is the same brand Master Fan as this. This is the Master Fan 360R, and this one is the Master Fan SF240R. This will be the next video. This one will go to be on top of here, and I'm really excited. This is going to pull so much air out. So that wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next video when I unbox this thing and set it up. This is going to be really cool because this is going to add much more color to it. Just imagine it up there like that. That's going to be sick. So this is the Techman signing. See you there.